Roblox Doors is one of the most iconic and popular horror games on Roblox still to this day. This game is filled with adventure, horror, and most importantly, lore. In the regular game, there are two known floors, the hotel and the mines. But if we take ourselves deeper into the lore and the story of this immersive game, we'll find the subfloors. More specifically for today's video, the rooms. A question that's always been on my mind is, how does this vast subfloor tie into the story of the game? How did the rooms come to be? Well, today we're going to be going over my personal theory of how the rooms made its way into the Doors universe and how it affects the game itself. In terms of game updates, the rooms were secretly added to the game in the Hotel Plus update, which was released over 2 years ago in late January 2023. But we're not focusing on updates. In the first version of Doors, the rooms didn't even exist yet. So how did the rooms come into existence between the release of the game and its first major update? Well, to find that out, we have to go back to when the game first came out. When the game first released, there was only one known light, greatly known as Guiding Light. His name serves his purpose. Every time you die, Guiding Light will tell you what you died to and gives you some pointers and tips to help you avoid the same mistake in your next run. As I said earlier, there was only Guiding Light that we knew existed when the game first came out. But fast forward to today, and there are 3 known lights, one of which we've never heard of and have rarely seen before. Guiding Light, Curious Light, and I'm gonna call this one Mischievous Light. If you want to correct me in the comments, feel free to do so. The 2 common lights we see in the game today are Guiding Light and Curious Light. Guiding Light is found in the hotel and mines, while Curious Light is only found in the subfloors, like the rooms for example. So how did Curious Light come into the game? Well, that happened before the Hotel Plus update even got leaked. Curious Light is the second type of light in this game, and he was born right at the same time as the other 2, before Doors even released. At first, Guiding Light and Curious Light were together. Even though we never saw Curious Light, he was always there. Right there by Guiding Light and basically supervising him. Now, before I continue the video, I'm just gonna let you know the rest of it is gonna be my own personal theory of the story of the rooms and how they were made. Again, my own personal theory. There's your warning, here we go. Back before the release of the game, the 3 lights were the ones responsible for the making of the hotel. All 3 of them made it possible for this hotel to come into existence. Guiding Light was the main one responsible for the making of it, and Curious Light was the one who filled the hotel with its mysteries. Mischievous Light, however, was never assigned a role, and when he found out they made the hotel without him, he was really frustrated and started going crazy. Mischievous Light then assigned himself his own role and made the entities that we know and love today, such as Rush, Ambush, Screech, Eyes, Figure, Seek, all of them. And when he was done creating them, he released them into the hotel, which back at the time was filled with people and open to the public, and the entities ended up killing everyone. In my mind, it happened kind of similar to the Hour of Joy from Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. After the massacre, Guiding Light found out and was furious. He then banished Mischievous Light away from the hotel and away from his creation, and because he was so mad, he didn't even trust his best friend Curious Light and ended up sending him away. Now, Curious Light here was frustrated with Guiding Light and the fact that he sent him away. So to try and earn his trust back, Curious Light harnessed his power and made his first subfloor. The vast subfloor we know today as the rooms. Measuring 1,000 rooms in length, Curious Light wanted the rooms to be the place where he could roam without having to worry about anything else. But little did he know he would never get that wish. After he was done creating the rooms, he noticed that something was missing. Entities. So instead of stealing the ones from the hotel, he then went to Mischievous Light. Curious Light then told him about his creation, the rooms, and how he wanted entities to roam them. And so, Mischievous Light made a direct copy of Rush, Ambush, and Screech. Curious Light then took them and placed them in the rooms, where for a while they roamed freely, just like the others do in the hotel. But Since the rooms were under the influence of Curious Light, the basic entities soon fell under the influence of his power and slowly transformed into completely new entities with different behaviors. Rush turned into A60, Ambush turned into A120, and Screech turned into A90. This, in my theory, is what these entities look like under Curious Light's power. But of course, Curious Light wasn't done there. He wanted to be able to show Guiding Light his creation, but he couldn't just roll in with the rooms and be like, yo, look at my creation. So instead of surprising him, Curious Light went back to the hotel. Without Guiding Light even knowing he was there, Curious Light made the secret entrance to his subfloor at room 60. The same entrance we know today. And then after that, Curious Light left. He went back to his subfloor, the rooms, and just roamed in there. While Guiding Light still to this day has no idea about Curious Light and his great creation. And the room's entrance has always just been sitting there ever since the Hotel Plus update. And Curious Light still wonders to this day if Guiding Light will ever find his secret entrance to the rooms, which would be the first of many subfloors to come. And there you have it. That is my personal theory of the story of the rooms and how they were made. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more, because I plan on doing much bigger projects than this.